Hello and welcome to the first overtime for the new school year. I'm your host, Alex Porter. On this episode, I'll be taking a look into the Lady Vikes soccer team. Starting the season off in August, the Lady Vikes probably weren't expecting having only 2 losses on the season and facing arch rival Jackson for the Federal League title. Their season has had many ups and downs, but more bright spots than anything. Let's take a look into the Lady Vikes soccer team. I'll see you in overtime.
Our hardest opponent would be Jackson because we were both undefeated in the Federal League and they're always our rivals and they always play us really hard. Our proudest moment this season would probably be getting to district finals because we went 3 out of the 4 years.
My favorite memory from this season would be over the summer, the seniors ran conditioning, and at our last conditioning, we decided to bring a bunch of water balloons and surprise the underclassmen with a water balloon fight. My proudest moment this season would be getting ranked first in the district playoffs.
As the regular season has ended, the ladies finished with a record of 12 wins, 2 losses, and 2 ties. They hope to continue a successful season into the playoffs and bring a state title to North Canton. Today joining me are members of the team, juniors Shannon Dill and Leslie Kiesling, along with head coach Brian Girdlestone. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Yep.
Thanks,
no
Alex.
problem.
So how about that season, 12-2, along with 2 ties? Can you give me a quick summary of how the season went?
It went, we had to meet the team, and I said at the meet the team, if we went 500, we were doing well. So to finish 12-2 and lose both games only by a goal, which after the seeding was done, the girls did phenomenally well, as well as I could have hoped.
And coming to you, Leslie, going way back to the start of the season, if you can recall, what are some things that you were looking forward to?
I was just looking forward to just playing with my team again and going out there and playing against some tough teams and just having fun, scoring goals and just going out there and playing soccer, honestly.
And isn't that what you want to do in your future?
Yeah, I want to play soccer in college, or I'm going to play soccer in college.
Where are you going to go?
The University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
Awesome. And back to you, Coach. I know this is, like I said with Leslie, going way back, but after your first practice in the season, what was in your head? What were you thinking? Oh, we're going to be good. We're just going to be a little tough. Or what were your thoughts?
Funny you say that, because last year somebody said to me after the meet the team, how come we never said we're going to be good? And the answer was we have potential. But potential is what you do with it. And based on how we started this year compared to last year, where we lost a couple of close games last year, and this year we didn't, we got their momentum, and they just stuck with it the whole time, and they've just amped that up. They like to be challenged. They've played a more challenging schedule year in and year out, and they've continued to attain everything we achieve and then some.
And what are the example, you mentioned the more challenging schedule, what were some of those teams that were more challenging for you guys?
Brecksville would be one. They were a very good team. Hathaway Brown would be another one that we added to the schedule last year. And they replaced teams that weren't at their level. But to me, it's always been about preparing for the end of the season, not about so much wins and losses. And they've done a great job. Phenomenal.
Right, and that shows in the 12-2 record as well.
Correct.
And coming to you, Shannon, also asking you, how did you think the season would go? What were your thoughts and expectations on? Did you think you were going to have a 500 record, above 500 record? What did you think?
I think, honestly, not only I, but all of our teammates, we had a lot of confidence going into the season. Last year we lost in the district finals, which that was kind of hard, but we had a lot of seniors this year, and I think we really just wanted to play for them.
Right, and how many seniors did you guys have? What was it, 6?
Yeah.
Correct, so did it help, their leadership, did that help you guys in some type of way?
Oh, yes, definitely, because they wanted it. They knew, like, they had, like it was their last season, and so they just wanted to end it really well.
Right. And coming to you, Leslie, after your first few games, you guys started to get a little bit of a winning streak going. So did your mindset change in any type of way?
No, I mean, we still wanted to go out and just win. I mean, our goal was, why would we lose? Like, it was just kind of like, why? Like, our goal was to win, and so we were going to go out there and win, and we knew what the feeling was like to win and be up on a team and keep going and keep putting goals in the back of the net, and so we just kept doing it because it was fun. So
Exactly. Yeah. Who doesn't like scoring goals and winning?
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
And then coming to you, back to you, Shannon, we talked about mindset, but what did the approach change to the games?
Not really necessarily the approach. I know we had a lot of pressure on us, but we knew, like, together, like, this year we're like a family on the field, so, like, knowing that we're all playing for each other is, like, the best feeling. So there was, like, not really any nerves.
Gotcha. And back to you, Coach. After that winning streak, you still had it going after the first few games. Did you feel that any adjustments had to be made coaching? Because after, whether it's wins, losses, whatever, all coaches feel that there always has to be a little bit of adjustment made. So did you feel that there had to be an adjustment made after those first few games, after winning them?
Well, we always talk about there's things to always tweak. Even when you win a game, sometimes there's always some things you can do better. But you try to focus on the end result and the good that you've done. And sometimes you learn more through losing than you do winning ugly, so to speak, as well, too. I would say philosophically, because now I've coached a lot of these girls for, 6, 7 years, I don't think I've changed a heck of a whole lot. They may disagree with that. They pretty much know what they're going to expect. And at times, you need to do things differently in practice. And sometimes they know when I'm not real happy with the way things are going. And other times, you just roll the ball out, watch them go, because they just go at it hard. And that's all you can ask them to do.
And it's good that, like you said, you roll the ball out and they just go hard. And that's what you have an expectation for your team to do, correct?
Absolutely. And we like Shannon was alluding to, we had lost 2 starters from last year, and Shannon stepped up and played a new position this year, done a great job along with that as well, too. And to be able to incorporate a couple freshmen who the bar was really high on them, to make the varsity team, they've contributed very well as well too, to make our 6th season even more successful, and they fit in great.
Exactly, and then those freshmen, they get the leadership from these 2 and the 6 seniors, so it'll be good. So when they're seniors, they're going to be able to do that for the freshmen that were in their seat before.
Yeah, correct. It's all about the culture you learn, and when you're younger as well too, and what your seniors are, and what you learn from them as you go along, because that's what you'll do. And these 2 will have a great bar for next year.
Exactly. And coming to the both of you, we'll start with you, Leslie. You guys played in your final regular season game and for the Federal League title against Jackson. So what was your mentality heading into that game for you and as an individual?
I just wanted to play hard for my team, and I was like, I know what I need to do so we can win for my team. Like, I was like, I'm going to go out there and we're going to play hard together, and if we do what we can, like, we can succeed, like, have success and be the best. If we play the best that we can play, then I think that we have no problem doing what we wanted to do.
Right. And what about you, Shannon? What was your mentality like heading to that game?
I agree with Leslie, and also, like, I believed in our team as, like, a whole, and knew that we would play well together, and if we went out there and play how we could, then we'd come out with a result.
Right. And back to you, Leslie, even though you guys didn't get the outcome you expected or wanted in that game, what was the whole atmosphere like playing at Jackson in the Federal League title? What was that whole thing like?
I mean, it was really special to, like, kind of walk out on the field and, like, look around, and there was, like, a ton of people there, and not just Hoover people, not just Jackson. Like, there were people from all over the Fed because of, like, the reschedule, so, like, nobody was playing that night. and like there was just people from the community that just came, and so it was really cool. I mean, obviously we didn't get the result we wanted, but like that prepared us, and now we've played in a big game before, so now we know what it's like. Like
Exactly.
we've been there, we've lost, and so I always think like you have to lose it before you can win it, and you have to know what it feels like to be
Right.
on the other side before you can win it.
And so you'll be ready for any other playoff games that you have upcoming in your schedule too.
Hopefully, yes.
Right. And then coming back to you, Coach, for the season as a whole, is there anything you would change, keep the same from just everything?
I don't want to diminish what they've done by any means. I mean, obviously we would have liked to at least have a share of the Fair League title, but I think sometimes that's just what you need to go through in order to get where you want to be. Last year we played Jackson regular season, we lost 1-0. We've been really close and competitive games, which before we weren't a few years ago too, before these two got there. But no, they've exceeded all my expectations. I've told them that, not to put pressure on them, but to let them know how proud I am of them. I know they've achieved, and this is a really special group of girls.
Right, and that's all you can ask for as a coach is start the season out. Won't always be the best, but all that matters is that you have improved at the end, and you've gotten the best that you could be.
Right, and I would even say against Jackson when we watched some of the film, yeah, we hung in there, and we probably didn't play our best game, but Jackson's a good team. But we hung in there until like the last 10 minutes of the game, and even then we didn't stop. And that's all you can ask for. Just give it your effort, give everything, whatever happens, happens. And they know if sometimes you give a best effort and it doesn't go your way, that's okay. You can leave the field saying, I did my best. And that's
Right.
what we strive for.
And coming to you, Shannon, for you speaking for your team as a whole, what are some of the bright spots that you guys had from the season?
A lot of team bonding activities. We went swimming and we went to the pumpkin patch, and that was really fun. And also, just the transition from last year to this year was really awesome because as like on the field, we felt like sisters. And we tell each other that all the time, that we're sisters, and it's not just like teammates. And we have that amazing chemistry. And then also, at the beginning of the season, we had 4 like hard games, and so we, like Coach Girlstone, he was like, what do you think we'll go? And we thought we'd go like 3-1, maybe like 2-2. And we exceeded that expectation of going 4-0, and that was a really awesome feeling.
And you talked about being like sisters on the field, and sometimes you guys dress like sisters too. And some of the things that we've talked about is Crocs, as you're wearing them right now, Leslie. What's that? Just wearing the whole Crocs thing like for your team?
It's just like it's like we're all sisters. Like, and we said to G that if we win the districts, like we're gonna buy him Crocs and he has to wear them to school. So it's kind of like it's just like our thing, and like we all wear them. Like Shannon's not wearing them right now, but it's okay. But like we all like to practice. We wear them to and from practice. We wear them to school, and people just like it's not weird. Like people are like, oh my gosh, they're so ugly. Like Coach G thinks they're ugly, but we don't care because it's our thing, and so it like brings us closer together and gives us something to like bond over and stuff. So it's like a cool thing that we do.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And then staying with you, we talked about the seniors earlier. What is it like playing with just all of them for this whole season, playing with them as their last year?
It's really special. I mean, you can see like they just want it so bad, and they don't want it just for themselves. They want it for our team, and we genuinely all want it for each other because we know, I mean, we've all played soccer since we were little, and like some of them I've played with since I was little. So it's like it's so special because they're like my best friends. Like we're out there and we're just playing, and it's not like, oh, they're senior leaders and it's not like the leaders of like they yell at us and stuff. No, like they make us better and they hold us accountable, and we hold them accountable because we're all like a team. So it's just we're a very close team, especially with our seniors, because they've made us close because of all the leadership that they have.
Yeah, and we respect them a lot, and that helps a lot too, because every time we go on that field, we want to play for them because we want them to leave this season and like have an impact on Hoover girls soccer.
Yeah.
And that's what you expect from seniors just in total, no matter what the sport. They're the leaders. They set the tone. They set the bar. They set the expectation for no matter what team.
Well, yeah, and you remember before we played Glen Oak was our last Federal League game, and we had the discussion too. It was also senior night. I said, hey, don't let this be a bad feeling for your seniors, and we just destroyed Glen Oak.
We were like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
And that's pretty much what it was, and that shows you how much they admire and respect them, that they could go and do that against a competitive teams only 5 minutes away. And sometimes we win close ones, but this year they were able to show the seniors how much they mean to them, how much they care for them, and that meant a lot.
Right. So thank you guys for joining me today, and good luck on your playoff game today. And as you win, good luck on the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all for this edition of Overtime. I'm Alex Porter on behalf of myself and the rest of the Overtime crew. Stay tuned for the next show. I'll see you later.